It's just lately, like, I'm not sick. I think it's because I've been picking a lot.
Your nose?
Yeah, you don't pick your nose?
Well, I do, like, when there's crusties.
Yeah, but, like, my production has been crazy.
And are they, like...
The output is crazy. Like, significant.
Tell me this. Are they, like, crusty or wet?
Wet.
Oh.
And I'm talking, like,
So
whole side of my nose. It, like, feels like it's coming out. And then it, like, relieves me for
So you
hours
pull
on
it out
end.
and you're like, oh.
Yes.
Okay, wait. So...
And I'm talking, like, the full coverage of, like, half the nose. And
So
then
is it less booger and more snot?
It's, like, it feels like I'm pulling out skin, maybe.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's the kind that's, like, kind of, like,
It's got
dried...
some substance to it.
dried to your, like, nose hairs a
Yeah,
little?
but then on the outside of it, it's
Very,
wet.
like, viscous? Viscous? Or...
You know, I think you're on the right page there. Yeah, that
or
sounds
like
right.
Mucusy?
That's definitely right.
Yeah.
But the first Vic is something. I think that's right.
Yeah, like viscosity.
What?
Austin says yes.
That's because Austin knows about boogers.
Before we go...
It's a bit niche.
Welcome back to A Bit Niche.
It's a bit niche. Episode 8?
Already?
That's
Wow.
crazy.
How
We're
the
gonna
time flies.
Eat this one.
We leave no crumbs. We ate.
Riz it up.
Ooh.
Oh, the kids are saying Sigma.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know, but apparently I'm not Sigma. The kids tell me that I coach.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and Urban Dictionary that real quick.
Or like stuff you do is not Sigma. So I would
Sigma
say
good or bad?
I would say like this movie we did is not Sigma. Not Sigma.
Sigma. A popular... Oh, but you're not Sigma. So a Sigma is a popular, successful, but highly independent and self-reliant person. That's not you.
It also says typically a male. So I think go up to the first one because I personally think the first definition on Urban Dictionary is correct. And
Well, yes.
It says what all 10-year-olds think they are. And essentially, I think Sigma means like you're cool, that's cool, whatever,
Alpha
which is
male.
why, yes. But you also have like alpha and Sigma.
It's used to describe a man who is similar to the alpha male, but exists outside of the alpha beta male hierarchy.
Yeah.
Wait,
so like you're kind of like yes.
Okay, so like on the Andrew Tate scale, is it like that?
No, because I think it's like alpha, that would be him, but Sigma is like outside of that scale. Like you're cool on a scale that's not like a douchebag.
Okay, so
Bro,
it's
frat
like
bro.
it's
So like Andrew Tate, that vibe, that's like you would be like alpha, whatever. But Sigma's like a league of its own. Sigma's
And
like
is-
different. And Sigma,
and
it's cool.
it's good.
It's good, yeah.
So it's like healthy masculinity.
Healthier. Yeah,
Okay,
healthier.
got it.
So yeah, that's why I mentioned that this movie, I guess, is not Sigma.
I don't know if we're using it right.
I think we are.
Okay.
Well, let's just talk about what movie
All
we're
right.
doing.
No, I'm sorry, guys. So, anyways, we're talking about the movie Valentine's Day from 2010.
Ooh, 2010.
I know.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we decided we really needed to talk about this movie, especially after watching New Year's Eve,
Yeah,
which was made, what, a year after this one?
I think so. They really cranked those out.
I know. Well, speaking of that, too, this movie was only filmed in, like, 3 months.
It shows.
Yeah, well, yeah, it does.
I don't know. It's like good. It's
I don't, it's not good. Well, before we
Anyways.
get into the actual movie, we should talk about Valentine's Day, I think,
Well,
just
of course.
general.
Happy
Generally.
Valentine's Day, first off.
Happy V-Day, everybody. Happy V-Day.
It's like a natural greeting.
Right,
For
of
me.
course.
Para me.
Tell me about your thoughts on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I have always been like about Valentine's Day. For me, like it's never something I'm like so just like super excited about. I like the Galentine's Day thing, but also just generally speaking, I think if like Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day is like the only time that you are like showing the people you care about that you love them in terms of saying it, in terms of flowers, in terms of whatever way you show and receive love. If that's the only time you do that for the people who are closest to you,
Big problem.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't vibe with it. Like the only party you have with your girls, I mean probably not, is like Galentine's. Like what? The only time you do a craft is Galentine's? That can't be the way we're living.
Yeah.
The only time you get a flower is Valentine's?
I hope not.
It can't be.
No.
So that's just my general thoughts on it.
I agree with you. I agree to an extent where,
Oh, really?
well, no, I agree with everything you said on the latter half.
Okay.
I've always liked Valentine's Day. Like, I just love the idea of having a day that's just like a universal reminder of love.
Yeah, true.
But I agree that shouldn't be the only day that you're doing those things or like showing people that you care about them. But I don't like the pressure surrounding Valentine's Day. Like, I've never vibed with that. Like, whether you are in a relationship or you aren't, like, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
You know? Or, like, if you are in a relationship and maybe, like we saw in the movie, like, maybe it's really early dating stage and there's the pressure of, like, how hard do you go on Valentine's Day and those kind of things. Like, that I don't like.
Yeah.
You know? But other than that, Valentine's Day is... I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also think, like, it was hard to not, like, it's hard to hate Valentine's Day. Like, I think that's also a weird standpoint. Obviously, I kind of went in on it. But I agree, like, I don't hate Valentine's Day. But I think, like, the love for Valentine's Day starts really early with, like, I have vivid memories of being in elementary school and, like, you make your little mailbox as a craft. You, like, bring... like the Valentines and treats for everyone in the class. And then you get like Valentine's Day from Valentine's cards, like our little things from 30 people.
Yeah.
And candy from each of them. Like,
and
it's an amazing day.
Yeah.
So like it's hard to like hate it.
Right. Like, I love that version of Valentine's
Correct.
Day. Like, what do you mean I'm getting candy from 30 other kids? Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of like age out of that.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, I guess if I'm not dating someone, I don't get any candy.
Yeah.
I have to like talk to someone romantically to get candy? Give me a break.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that.
No.
But we would always get, even when I didn't have a significant other, go to like Target or something the day after Valentine's Day, really any holiday, and get the 50% off candy.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
That was just kind of my vibe.
Did you have any like notable Valentine's Day boxes that you made? Like, I know some kids would do like really crazy ones, or do you have any that you remember?
So not really. I feel like I was always like, I know that we did it each year, whether it was like an intricate envelope or a box or something. But I remember doing them in school, not like bringing them from home, I think. It was always like yet another craft that we got to do in school. And then we just also did crafts the entire day of Valentine's Day. Math craft, science craft, craft. Like, it was great. Like, so not really. I just like, my specific memories are about like, I was very intentional about curating the Valentines that were going to which people.
Like, you had to give like the, you know, if you got the SpongeBob box of Valentines,
Exactly.
you had to make sure you got the ones that were a little suggestive.
Yes.
That go to the crush.
Timmy, yeah.
That go to Timmy. And then the shitty ones, those can go to John.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I think I did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think all the times that we made boxes, we would do it at home and then bring them in. So then I remember like really vividly, I didn't make one, but a kid in my class made one that looked like a Hershey's Kiss. And it was shaped like one, and it was like had foil, and it had like the little tail.
Cool.
And it was really cool. You know, you come in and you're like all proud of your box. You see something like that and you're like, what the fuck, man? Like, We're in second grade. I know you didn't make that. Your mom
your
made
mom
that.
did.
Yeah. Which, like, to be fair, my parents helped me with mine, but it was still just like a shoebox covered in like, you know, Valentine's Day wrapping paper.
Exactly.
And then I do remember one year, like, my mom helped put some finishing touches on it, or glue stuff, whatever. And I didn't know exactly what she put on it. And I got to school and she put a cutout picture of Corbin Blue on it. Because she was like, oh, I just really like him. And then everyone made fun of me. They're like, Laura loves Corbin Blue. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I do. But like, Mom,
Why the fuck would
I
you
got
put this
home and I
on
was
there?
like, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, well, I just think he's really cute. So I put him on your box.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
The more I'm thinking of it, I think we might have done ours at home too. But I definitely don't have any stories like that.
No. Do you have any Valentine's Day stories you want to share about relationships or anything like that?
I feel like I don't really have, like, I don't remember after, okay, so I have one story, 5th grade. After that, I don't really recall, a single Valentine's Day. Like, I don't remember, like, dating someone or not or whatever. But I think 5th grade was my peak. Valentine's Day wise.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
Who knows?
But I mean, I had the relationship. Of the whole school. I mean, no, I'm literally not kidding. Like, if kids from elementary school, Weaver Beaver were Achiever, if you listen to this, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I remember. We had a wedding. Like, the grade planned it. Yeah, it was crazy.
Was the wedding held on school grounds?
Yeah, recess.
Wow.
Yeah, there was like an aisle and everything. 'Cause it was
Teachers let
winter.
this happen?
I mean, they weren't there. No one said anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
The principal just looks out and there's like little
Like
10-year-olds having a full ass wedding.
Yeah, like I had bridesmaids. He had groomsmen. We walked down the aisle. I know, and I won't say the name of the person who married us. It was also her family was always the one that was like she would have been bringing the crazy craft, like the Hershey Kisses box.
Yeah. Well,
No, I loved them. We were like best friends in elementary school. And she married us. Anyways, because, you know, in like elementary school, everything needs to be like even, whatever. So we were dating. His name is Tanner. And yeah, I know. Crazy.
it's also the name of her brother-in-law. Coincidence?
Oh my God. So we were dating, and like, you know, you don't bring extra gifts or whatever to the classroom because
You don't want to make people feel bad.
right. So this kid and his mother drove to my house after school
Oh.
and brought me my Valentine's Day gift.
Oh.
And obviously 5th grade me is a mix of emotions of like, oh my God, I knew I was fucking hot shit and it's confirmed. But also I was like, oh my God, my father lives here.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm mortified.
You cannot show up.
Yeah. Because did your parents know that you were dating?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And he shows up with the biggest heart pillow ever in a trash bag.
In a trash bag is
Yes.
crazy.
And then a chocolate rose flower.
Oh.
I was obsessed with it. It was so cute, and I loved it at the moment, and I still love it now. And it's just so funny.
And it holds up today. And
Austin,
she still
my
has
husband,
it.
the producer, is staring at me. I had it through.
He's so jealous.
Until like high school. Like, I had it on my bed, and like
I believe you.
I put it away for a while, like as I had like different boyfriends and things.
You don't
like,
wanna make
hide
them
it.
feel
Like,
weird, right?
Yeah, but I had it for a long time.
Do you
like,
still have it?
No,
Oh.
no. But yeah, it was just a gigantic heart pillow, and like it was my first like thing like that. So it
Yeah.
was like very exciting and stuff. Even though I was like, my father's here. You can't be doing this.
Right.
Like, I'm embarrassed. But yeah, he just like, you know, got a ride from his mom to my house.
That's
Like,
really sweet.
Yeah.
And how long were you and Tanner together?
Well, it started
After
in
that.
4th grade, and
Oh,
then
wow.
yeah, I know. And then 5th grade. 5th grade was really the peak of it. But unfortunately, we hit a rough patch in 6th grade, I believe. So I think it was early 6th grade that we were donezo, and I was moved on the next week, apparently.
Well,
What about you?
That was a really sweet story. I wonder where Tanner is now. Where is he? Is he in
Prison, I think.
you got
What? Are you serious?
We have to bleep that part out. He went up. There's a.
You buried the lead.
After people date me, they go off the fucking deep end. I'm not kidding.
Should we talk about that a little bit? Can you tell us some more? How many are in prison?
Is he actually in prison?
And I think he's out of jail. I think he just went to jail.
What was he in for?
Just
What's his name?
Tanner.
Pussy. Pussies.
Yeah, Tanner.
Pussies.
Is this him?
Hell no, that's him. That is a pedophile.
Well, apparently so is.
Oh my god.
Okay, but he can't look like that anymore, right?
No, this is high school.
Okay.
What are the charges?
I don't know.
Let's see.
he's got
Tanner.
Teaser.
Well, I don't know if that's him. Tanner.
Pussy.
No.
Prison.
Okay, so I don't think he's in
Teasy.
prison. So I don't think prison is dramatic, obviously, but no, he got in trouble with the law a little bit. I think I don't remember what it was really, and then also he had to drop. He dropped out of high school.
Found him. Found his DWI.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh shit! Wait.
I told you.
Wait, his mugshot goes hard as fuck. Austin, look at this.
I told you.
I'm gonna shit my pants. Come on.
Oh my god.
I told you they go off the
To preserve some confidentiality for this person, we won't show his mugshot. But the fact that his mugshot is like.
We've really gotten us off track here.
This has turned into a true crime podcast tracking all of Abby's past relationships. What's this guy's deal? Oh, nope, it's just him again. All right, so we know at least one of Abby's former relationships are locked up. Who else? Love after lockup. Abby Glass edition. Okay, all right, so...
Get this mugshot off the screen.
Okay, but I'm going to keep that up. I'm going to keep that
She's
tab
bookmarking
open.
that.
Hell yeah, I am.
Oh my god.
All right, cool. So thanks for bearing the lead on that one. Wow. Well, where are they now?
Where are they now?
So similarly,
He's in prison?
he could be. Who knows? My only Valentine's Day I really remember from like the more romantic standpoint, I guess, was also 5th grade.
We peaked in 5th grade.
I don't know. I was dating this boy for probably like 2 weeks. And he gave me this little bear. It was like a dog.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I was trying to think about it. It was like this little dog stuffed animal on Valentine's Day, and I was so embarrassed. And I was like, no one can see this. And I like stuffed it in my backpack, and it smelled like cigarettes. And I was really just like embarrassed, and I was like, oh, this is so bad. Like, I'm so scared. Like, I'm scared my parents are gonna find out, and they're gonna like think
I
I'm
got a bear.
Yeah, and they think I'm smoking cigarettes, and like
that
this
makes
is all moving way too fast for me. So I texted him, and I broke up with him on Valentine's Day.
Laurel!
I was not ready for a relationship of that stature.
You got a dog stuffed animal. That's
That's serious.
serious for
I was-
5th grade.
We've been dating for 2 weeks. What am I gonna buy her a Prius? It all connects.
It all connects.
Yeah, I think he's a rapper now.
That's another, it's either jail or rapper.
I want to try and find him.
Yeah.
Drop his SoundCloud in here.
I mean, we
the hell
really
is
want to give him hype.
Oh yeah, I guess I was looking up how to
Trim cat
nails.
claws. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You know what it did remind me of? Again, my 5th grade boyfriend. Oh, he sure is a rapper. He is in the fucking studio. We should make a series where we just read like either our exes or like high school people's Facebook statuses.
I love that.
Because
That's incredible.
I've got some wild ones. Oh my God. Okay, we decided we need to wrap up the trip down memory lane.
Yeah, I think that's enough for our own Valentine's Day experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about the movie. I mean, why not?
Sure.
Yeah. So first off, so this one's a little bit different than some of the others that we've talked about because we've both seen this movie before.
Yeah.
But we hadn't seen it in a really long time.
And you know me, I don't have a memory for anything. So
Well, sure. Yeah.
about halfway through, I was like, have I seen this?
Well,
But I know I have because there were certain plot points I recognized.
and I kind of felt that way too because I felt like I watched this movie so many times around when it came out because, we were in, middle school-ish?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably around there or like early high school. And it was just like, oh, it's a cute little rom-com. Like all the girlies would watch it a lot, I felt like. And I liked it back then. And then watching it this time, I was like, is this the same movie?
Yeah.
Because like, damn, it did not hold up. I didn't enjoy it.
No. I enjoyed one storyline and that was it.
Yeah. And I do have to say, I have to issue a correction for a statement that I said in the New Year's Eve episode, which is in the New Year's Eve episode, I'm almost positive I said that Valentine's Day was a better movie. I take that back.
Oh.
100%. I was
yeah.
wrong. Cancel me if you want. All I can do is live and learn.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
No.
This was not better.
No, God.
No.
Yeah, it was really bad. So, I don't know. I feel like it's probably best for us to just go storyline by storyline.
Agreed, yeah. I mean, because there's no real plot
No.
points.
No, there's no good way to walk
chronologically.
through the movie other than just talking about the
Yeah.
relationships.
Right. I guess since we're still talking about New Year's Eve, I do think that this one did do a better job of interconnecting the stories, though.
Yes, I do think that much is true.
More of the storylines connected than the other one, which I feel like is kind of the point of this movie. So that part was fun.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
Yeah, they definitely connect more.
Yeah.
But in general, this was a much less enjoyable experience for me.
Yeah. And I think that starts, like the movie starts with, what's her face? Morley and then Reed. So you Jessica Alba
Yeah, let's talk about them.
and Ashton Kutcher. I think proposing on Valentine's Day for me is a little bit of an ick.
I totally agree. What a cop-out.
Yeah.
Like, okay, great. So now I have to share my engagement day with everyone else's, like, love day.
Right.
I'm not about
No.
it. You know? Well, and it's like, okay, so bro, you chose to propose on Valentine's Day, but you chose to do it like just the second she woke up in bed.
Yeah.
You didn't think like, oh, it could be a really good day to like have a big romantic gesture.
Yes. Yeah.
What the hell?
Like, that's a perfectly fine, like, really cute way to do it. Like, but do it next week or something. I don't know.
It's like, then why do it on Valentine's Day?
Right.
It's famously your busiest day of the year as a florist.
Thank you.
A very stressful day for you.
Yeah.
On top of everything, let's go ahead and get engaged today.
I know.
Let's do it.
Yeah. And, like, he's just then, like,
What are we waiting for?
gung-ho right from the start of, like, she said yes. And I just kept saying, like, she never said it. She said Happy Valentine's Day back and was like, oh, my God.
Did you? I didn't even notice. She didn't say yes?
No.
Oh.
She's like, are you proposing? It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. They hug and then he leaves to go to work.
He leaves to go to work. He's like,
Weird.
you know, super excited, telling everyone that she said yes, telling everyone he's Mr. Engaged. Gets to the flower shop, which I guess, no, he doesn't even go there yet, right? He's at the local flower vendor.
Yes. I think he goes to
kind of racist.
Yeah, the LA flower market. Yeah.
And he's just being an absolute fucking terror in there.
Yeah.
He's got this big ass cart and he's like swerving around, singing. He's like slapping the sales associate's ass.
Yeah,
and
all
it's
up
like,
on her.
Yeah. It's like, look, I don't want to shit on Ashton Kutcher too much, but you know what? I do.
Well.
I do. And it's because I'm not picking up what he's putting down.
No.
This lovable goofball thing doesn't work for him because I think he's really a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it shows when he acts like this.
Yes.
And it's like, that's actually not endearing. You're ruining these people's day.
Yeah.
You're sexually harassing this lady.
Uh-huh.
You're swerving your cart in and out of people. They're busy too.
Right.
They got to get to work.
I know. They're the ones that fucking grew the flowers, brought them to this market. You're going to take their fucking flowers and upcharge these fucking customers probably 35 fucking %. Fuck you.
You're a snake.
Then one of the original flower salesmen, the man who was just so flippin' cute, he's like, I have this interview. Yay, I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to do this interview. And he gets 2 words in, and then Ashton fucking Ashton Scoochie swoops in and steals the interview away from him.
Yeah. Well,
Really?
okay, so the flower vendor owner, though, you said he was super cute. Did you like his racism, though? Was that cute to you?
Wait, he's racist?
Wasn't he the one that was saying some racist stuff about Bulgarian?
No.
Who said the Bulgarian stuff?
No. Sometimes when I have these glasses on, I can't actually like see or think.
Yeah.
So I just had to take them off. So no, I don't think he was racist.
Well, then who said the Bulgarian stuff?
That was one of Ashton Kutcher's
Employees?
Okay,
never mind then. Never
at
mind.
the flower shop.
Okay, I'm sorry, flower vendor. You're not
I don't
racist.
think the vendors. I think their vibe was like they grow these flowers. There's
Right.
the LA flower market. They're bringing them here. Obviously, you can buy directly from them, but that's like Ashton Kutcher's supplier. So like he went there to get certain things.
Yeah, I got that.
And
I
then
just
it was-
thought there was also the Bulgarian thing because I
That
missed that
was-
altogether.
Yeah,
So when you
that-
were explaining it, I assumed it was him.
I gotcha. No, that was back at the flower shop.
Got it.
once they were all back there, and that was one of his employees. So no, I think that man was just a cute old flower guy
Oh, okay.
looking that he was just excited about having an interview.
Oh. Because, like, I didn't have a problem
I don't
with him.
think he did anything wrong. Who knows?
I don't know. Nowadays, you got to be careful. You can't say anything.
No.
Can't say anything nowadays.
No, you can't.
So anyways, back at the flower shop, then Jessica Alba comes in. I don't really know why she came in. She came in to, I guess, say hi to him.
Jessica Alba. Yep, got it.
And sorry, what's Morley?
Yeah.
The engaged.
I just feel like there's a lot of Jessica, Julia,
There
Liz,
are a lot of
Jeff,
J's.
Jennifers, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not good with that.
Yeah, so she comes in to, I guess, say hi to Ashton Kutcher, and he's like, "Oh, you know, my wife." He's not doing Borat. I'm sorry.
Was that Borat? I feel like that was country.
It was bordering on. It wasn't supposed to be Borat, but it
Okay.
came out that way. My wife.
Oh, that's one I've never seen.
Okay, we'll do Borat maybe after we do Wicked. How about that? A hard pivot. Stay tuned, everybody. So, anyways, and like he's all excited, and then he takes her hand and realizes she's not wearing the ring, and she's
Yeah,
like,
that's fucked.
"I don't want people at work to ask about it. Like, I have to tell everyone." And he's like, "What?" She's like, "Let's just keep it a little secret." And he's like,
fucked up.
I don't know." And then when he goes home a little bit later, because he wants to surprise her with like some flowers while
Yeah.
she's at work, so he wants to like make a whole cute thing for when they get home. And she's already packed up all of her stuff. She's taken paintings off the wall.
Off the wall, yeah. Like moving out.
Yeah. And he's like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Look, I'm not ready for this. I'm not that kind of girl. The ring is beautiful for someone else.
Yeah.
I'm leaving."
Yeah, I just thought about it more, and I'm not ready to be engaged.
And it's like,
What do you mean? You thought for an hour?
Yeah. It's like,
Two
you had
tops?
your life fully integrated with this man. You lived in
Lived
the same
together.
place. Your paintings were hung up on the wall. It's not all or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to get engaged. You guys could talk about it, maybe, and just, like, stay together.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you even have to, but that's a drastic move to be like,
I know.
"Oh, like, we were getting engaged this morning, and now I'm gonna go ahead and just, like, move out.
Yeah.
And not even plan on telling
And
you.
you never thought about it beforehand.
Yeah.
Like, that's all her bad, but then also, like, his
bad,
bad.
too.
Because, like, did you not talk to your partner prior to
Right.
being engaged?
They talked about
she
kids,
was like,
too.
yeah, like, she was just obviously a B. But I think the last straw for me with her is her taking the dog.
So, yeah. I'd always hoped that she maybe didn't actually take the dog,
She did.
but I think she did.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
That's crazy. So, anyways, that's about, like, the start and end of that storyline.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess we've kind of like chatted about Reed just generally. Like, I think just kind of gives a little bit of asshole vibes. And also like his whole thing with like the corny Valentine's Day. Like in the interview, he's like, love is the only shocking act left on the planet. And then, like, the interviewer, I think it's funny because he's like, and we've got to believe him. He's a florist.
And it's just like, suck him off.
I
you
know.
Like,
Come on.
Like, give me a break.
Yeah.
You're not endearing.
Right.
You're just a dick.
Yeah.
And, like, just because you say something that's supposed to be, like, mushy and you're going to tell us that you love doesn't make you not an asshole. Doesn't mean you can go slap people's asses just because you're like, I love. Okay, so Reed is also, well, he's connected to everyone somehow.
Yeah.
But he's also connected to Julia, which is played by Jennifer Garner, right? And she
Miss
plays
Fitzpatrick?
Miss Fitzpatrick. That whole storyline, her and McDreamy. McDreamy.
No, McDreamy. That's McDreamy, yeah.
All right, you talk about this one.
Well, McDreamy is a heart surgeon, of course. I've never seen him play anything but a surgeon.
A doctor of some kind. Yeah.
And they're hooking up, whatever. Also, that's the thing. Multiple storylines like start today. Obviously, like you wake up naturally if you have a significant other, you wake up next to them, makes sense and whatnot. But all of them are like strolling out of bed in their fucking button-up t-shirts. Who wakes up on that like that? They said it was like a Monday morning.
I couldn't.
Who has time?
Yeah, and specifically with Jennifer Garner, when like they're showing her legs in bed, and it's like they're all positioned up.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I just woke up.
Oh, Austin even mentioned her hair. He was like, did she really wake up with her hair like that?
It's perfect.
It's like, okay.
And then he's juggling and then just like throws an apple at her, and her reflexes are so fast. She's like, try again.
I forgot about that. Oh man. But yeah, I think with that like whole like storyline is super obviously annoying because like I don't find Julia to be annoying, I don't think.
I do.
Until the end. I have a couple things to say about her. Should we talk about her before we do a little bit of commentary on McDreamy?
Well, let's talk about what the actual relationship is.
Oh, yeah.
So
terrible, not real one.
Right, but the specifics of it, yes. So they're like together.
Yeah.
But then we find out that McDreamy he's got a family.
Yeah.
A wife
Married.
of 15 years and at least one kid.
Yeah.
In the same city.
In a big house.
Yeah. And I don't know, did they say how long Jennifer and McDreamy have been dating?
I mean, it had been like months, I would say.
Yeah.
Like not a super long time, but like a significant time to be serious. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so like he has a condo down in the city of LA, which is where like they usually hook up. And kind of the situation that's happening on Valentine's Day is that he tells her, "Oh, I have to go fly to San Francisco to this hospital to do this open heart
Save
surgery
life.
or whatever. Yeah, I gotta go." And she's like, "Okay, you're really leaving me on Valentine's Day?"
Is that how she speaks?
No. But she's upset. Yeah. So then she's like, "I'm gonna go fly and surprise him." Mm-hmm. And then what happens?
She arrives at the hospital, and this is honestly after Ashton Kutcher had already told her about the situation because, unfortunately, McDreamy showed up to his flower shop and ordered 2 sets of flowers, one for his wife of 15 years and the second for Julia.
It's like, dog, maybe just go to different flower shops.
Right. Yeah, and he was like, he like kind of treated it as like there was some like attorney-client privilege, but like with his florist. But which obviously I'm sure in another setting you wouldn't have said anything. But then, you know, Reed, Ashton Kutcher, he sees it's Julia, his best friend.
Yeah.
So he has to figure out a way to tell her. He eventually does tell her, but she still gets on the plane to go there. So she's got these thoughts in her head. She asks the nurses if he is here. The doctor is here. Doctor ain't there. Duh. And she's just like, then comes to term with the fact that he has a wife, doesn't he? These two nurses, like,
No, she goes, can I ask you something woman to woman?
Yeah.
Is he married? Does he have a wife?
Yeah.
Not divorced, not separated. Is he married?
Oh, that's a direct quote.
Yeah. and they look at each other. The nurses look at each other and they just tell her.
Tell her.
You gotta
Gotta tell her.
Instead of just saying yes, she's married, she goes, they've been married for 15 years.
Yeah, like they just celebrated their 15th anniversary.
It's like, Jesus, you didn't have to go in that.
Salt in the wound.
Yeah.
And then I also find it weird because like clearly this is a hospital he has been to before and done work at. But these nurses know clearly a lot about his life. And then one of them is like, botanical gardens, early seating. And like tells her where they have like a reservation for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, which is crazy because it's in San Francisco, not LA.
Yeah.
This hospital is.
So then I think we just miss her going back on the plane somehow.
Right. Well, that's also something that's really confusing
Yeah.
about this movie is like the timing. Because
yeah,
this is all supposed to happen in one day. Mm-hmm. And like,
less than 24 hours, huh?
yeah, all of this happens like him pretending to fly to San Francisco, but
Yeah.
really he's going to his family home like outside of LA. Her flying to and back from San Francisco.
Yeah.
And then somehow she makes it to early seating.
Early seating, yeah.
To pretend to be the waitress at his reservation with his wife.
And let's be clear, this all happens after the school day because she
Yep.
is a school teacher and
she's
she
there for the
teaches
whole
for
day.
the day, then goes on two
Planes.
rides. Crazy. But anyway, she then gets to the restaurant. Of course, Franklin, I think is his name. The little boy with the beanie who like lifts his shirt over his head. I fucking love him. He's hilarious. The little bad kid in class. His dad, I think, works at the restaurant, owns the restaurant or something. So she's
like
got
the
him
head
in,
garçon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. To pretend to be a waitress. And she just comes to fuck shit up and tell McDreamy off without telling him off.
She just makes it pretty clear though.
Yeah, like the wife is obviously at first like kind of like, ooh, this bitch is a little weird, but then gets the point like, something happened here. There was something going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, she just kind of tears him to shreds and walks off. But she really doesn't actually tear him to shred that much.
No.
But it was good on her. Good on
Yeah,
her.
it
She
was
felt
fine.
good about it, which is what matters. So I'm happy for her.
Yeah, but also like we never circle back to his poor wife
Right.
and child. Like imagine your husband, you find out at Valentine's Day dinner from someone pretending to be a waitress
Yeah.
that your husband of 15 years has been cheating on you.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I know.
We just leave that alone. And then we go follow Jennifer Garner to the I Hate Valentine's Day party.
Right.
Where she spins the bat a few too many times. Yeah, I know.
Whipping it around.
We're just like, okay,
And beats
chill out.
the fuck out of that pinata.
Yeah. Which brings us to Jessica Biel,
Of course.
that storyline, who is good friends with Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Jessica Biel is the publicist
Yes.
of an NFL player.
Correct.
Is it football?
It's football, yeah.
Oh, okay. So-
Sean Jackson, right?
Yes, who's McSteamy.
Correct. Grey's Anatomy cast in the house.
So then Jessica Biel's story kind of coincides with a few other players here. So we've got Jamie Foxx. He plays the kind of spunky sports reporter,
Yep. Kelvin?
sports broadcaster, Kelvin.
I think.
And he's having a hard time breaking through in sports. He
Yeah.
just can't find that story that's going to take him all the way to the top. And they keep putting him on puff pieces.
He's trying to break through.
That's right. And so they put him on like the Valentine's Day stories,
Yeah.
right? Which is how he meets Jessica. right? Somehow.
Yeah, well, he's doing those pieces, but then he knows that things are happening in the sports world, so he's trying to get himself, like, I think, an angle. I don't know how he knows to, like, just show up at the PR firm and try to get into her office, but he does.
They find out that both of them hate
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. Jessica Biel's character throws an annual I Hate Valentine's Day party.
Yeah.
She's telling him about this, and he's like, I hate Valentine's Day too. So then they like have this little connection. And then they don't really like talk anymore after that until the press conference, right?
You're saying Jessica?
Yeah.
Her and Calvin?
Yeah.
No, they, like, have honestly 3 scenes together.
Yeah.
And they're all awkward as hell.
Yeah.
Awkward energy. Personally, kind of love the awkward energy, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's endearing.
Yeah.
But kind of underlying all of this relationship and the reason they're kind of even coming into contact is because of Sean Jackson and rumors about him announcing his retirement.
Yeah.
So he holds a press conference on the roof of a building.
Yeah. High budget.
Yep. And Jessica Biel is there to, introduce him, whatever. All these sports reporters are behind him, and she's like, Kelvin, you can, I guess, be in there too. And they all think that he's going to announce his retirement.
Right.
And he says,
I'm gay.
and then all of the reporters' hands go up. What? And Jessica Biel goes, Kelvin, how about you? He goes, are you saying you're retiring? And Sean Jackson says,
I'm gay and I'm gonna play. Then that's the end of A Bit Niche. See ya. What the?
I mean, look, this was
An icon.
an icon. Well, because this was before I think we had any openly gay players in the NFL.
Yeah.
Was Colton the first one?
I think so. But still, it was like after he was out of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
No, there was another. I forget. I don't know. But yeah, it's still.
Yeah.
They're like, I guess, ahead of their time.
So that's the thing with this movie, because I felt like a lot of times they're trying to be very progressive.
Right.
Like, for example, the gay
Gay.
football player.
Yeah.
And during the press conference, they cut to shots multiple times of a sign language interpreter or
ASL.
interpreter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, we get it. Like,
Yeah.
well, it's like, but if they were really trying to make this like an accessible movie
Right.
for people who can't hear,
Yeah.
you'd show her the whole time.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
They just keep like cutting to her. Like he'll say a couple words, then they'll cut to her, and he'll say I'm gay,
Yeah.
and then they'll cut to her.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right.
And I think it's not obviously that we have like a qualm with the fact that there's an ASL interpreter. I
No.
just wanted to clarify that.
No.
It's the fact that there's like so much like and not that that's unnecessarily either, but like so much unnecessarily like things in there that they're like trying to put into like they gotta hit each checkbox.
like it. Yeah, I wonder if that's what they were trying to do, because
Yeah.
it didn't hit it.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is that like if they were trying to make it inclusive, it wouldn't hold up to today's standards. I don't
No.
think. Like flashing the ASL lady a couple times.
No, literally.
That doesn't
That
do
doesn't
it.
do it. Yeah.
But I guess it did in 2010.
Probably
15 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was big news.
Yeah, like one wheelchair user. That's enough. Like
Are we going to talk about that?
at the airport. That's
We'll get there.
yeah.
Um,
But yeah, they thought it was enough. They definitely thought it was enough.
yeah.
I guess like we can sort of wrap McDreamy up a little bit.
Until the end.
Or sorry,
McSteamy.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk about Liz and Jason quickly, because like their storyline's kind of boring.
I agree. Yeah.
So this one's Anne Hathaway and Eric
Foreman.
Eric Foreman. What's his actual name?
It's something like Topher, and I really don't like that name.
Topher Grace. Yeah, no,
That's
so
crazy.
Eric Foreman and Anne Hathaway, it starts out with he's in bed, Anne Hathaway's in a big button-down shirt of his, no pants.
yeah.
And she takes a Polaroid of him standing over him in bed, and then he kneecaps her, right?
A Polaroid of him.
He punches in her kneecaps, and then she falls to straddle him. And he was like, wow, last night was amazing. She's like, well, I did used to be a gymnast. And it's like, wow, you used to be a gymnast? You're just straddling him.
Yeah.
Like, you've never met a girl like me before. And his whole shtick is that he's from Indiana, right?
Constantly talking about Indiana.
He's
no
got an
one gives
IU
a
flag.
fuck a rat's ass that you're from Indiana and that like suddenly you have no life experience or like, I don't know, basic empathy or understanding.
Indiana's not that, like,
Right.
out in the boonies, right? I mean, I'm sure there are parts of it, but like,
yeah, but still,
bro,
like,
you went to IU. That's a big university.
right, and you've lived in LA for how long? Like,
Yeah, so
I
he
don't
really
know.
pissed me off, like his whole vibes.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing with boxing gloves in the corner?
yeah,
Like,
he's
who
just
the-
like he's clearly still stuck in college. I feel like stuck in that bachelor mode, maybe.
Which is,
and
I
like
think-
this is probably his first girlfriend in the big city.
Yeah. And I think that's why it pissed me off so much, because it's like, I can name 5 guys who this reminds me of.
Yeah,
At least. Just off the dome.
yeah.
At our age. Say their names?
No,
Nah, it's okay.
no. Keep that one under wraps.
Yeah.
We won't name drop on that one.
They know who
but
they
yeah,
are.
no, it is like so true that I'm picturing at least I would say 12.
Yeah.
And I think it like comes down to the part too, like he has the conversations in the mailroom with like the 2 other male friends and like them just like chatting about like what to get her. What do you do? Oh, you want to do it for 2 weeks, whatever. Like, why are boy brains so fucking stupid and make everything so fucking complicated?
It doesn't have to be that hard because, you know, Eric Foreman forgets that it's Valentine's Day, and then he's freaking out because he's only been dating Anne Hathaway for 2 weeks, and they're all like, "Oh, well, you can't forget about Valentine's Day. You gotta do something." Yeah. And he's like, "Well, we've only been dating for 2 weeks. What am I gonna do? Buy her a Prius?" It's like, just get her roses. Stop
Right.
being an idiot.
Literally. I don't understand that. Like,
Yeah.
And then you get like this reservation, like at these tight quarters, like a restaurant. What the fuck? But then also like shows her like no like just understanding or anything about her.
Yeah. So she moonlights as a phone sex worker.
Yeah.
So the whole movie you're kind of seeing her take these calls from her clients, and she
Yeah.
has different like personas depending on you know what they've requested. Sometimes she's Western.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's Russian. I think that's really the main two.
I think so too. Yeah. Which one thing about that, like respect on that as a career. Why the fuck are you doing it when you're sitting at the reception
Using the
desk
work
of
phone.
an agency using a work phone? That's crazy. That's
Yes.
highly inappropriate.
Yeah.
Weird fucking behavior that you would be doing all of that, like so much of it in
On
person.
her first
I
day.
Get, it's like I get it's the busiest day of the year for that.
Then maybe don't make that your first day at your new job.
right. Like what?
And she's not discreet about it all. So she's like doing it at work on the work phone. And then when she has those calls on her cell phone, the ringtone is like porn music.
Yeah.
It's like, bow, bow, bow.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And
okay.
she will never not take a call,
Yeah.
except for the final call she gets before they have their makeup sex. But she takes every call, like on her way to work, on the fucking scooter she's riding.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's like,
during the day. Like,
we don't have any problem with like sex work is work. That's fine.
Yeah.
But just like, you're being a bad businesswoman.
A bad person.
Yeah, what are you doing? And then he was a dick when he found out about it. He was,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, he was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm from Indiana.
Yeah, he's
what
like,
do
I'm
you
from Indiana.
expect?
Yeah, he's like, this is all too much for me. I'm just from Indiana. And she was like, okay, are you
What,
gonna?
you never watched porn before?
Yeah, and I'm sure they've
Indiana?
got that in Indiana.
Bitch.
And she was like, are you gonna call me? And he goes, I would, but I don't think I can afford
Afford
it.
it.
It's like,
Oh,
oh,
that's
absolutely
fucked
not.
up.
Absolutely, you can do so much better, Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
you do not need this dick hole.
Especially because it takes him like dick hole. It takes him like, I mean, it doesn't take him obviously that long to realize because again, this is all in one fucking day. But it takes him like the couple hours and a conversation with a random old fucking guy to like realize like, oh, I can still love her anyways. Like, yeah. What do you mean? Like,
What do you mean anyways?
and
Like, it's
his,
not...
his little card where it says sorry, like with the Happy Valentine's Day and then sorry and the Polaroids. If it wasn't given to her with him like apologizing and it was just like, oh, the Polaroids that they took like together and stuff because she likes photography. Like, sorry. Could have been cute, but like,
So, you know what my ass thought that his card said when he opened it?
oh no.
I thought it said scary. It just said Polaroids of him like, blah.
No, you did not.
So then I was like, I would take him back.
Yeah.
Scary.
Scary. Sorry for being scary.
So anyways, I don't even have much more to say. Oh, but we do have to talk about her. Like, that was probably the most cringy line for me. When she hangs up on the client. And she's like, was it, Sugar can't talk right now.
Oh no.
She's got to make love to her boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
I hated it. I hated it so much. And I, like, retreated into myself.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a classic like Anne Hathaway like line though. Like it didn't.
Yeah. But I like Anne Hathaway. I just,
Yeah.
I didn't like it line. Or the delivery of it.
No, yeah, I agree. That was all a lot to handle.
All right. Should we be done with them?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. People I think we can just absolutely plow through are Taylor and Taylor. The high schoolers. The other high schoolers.
Yeah.
Grandma and Grandpa, that one can go quick.
Yeah.
And then I feel like we can spend a little bit more time on Julia and
Yeah.
Brad.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
All right, let's plow through the Taylors, I guess.
Plow through.
So this is like peak Taylor Swift, Taylor Lautner,
Yeah.
popular
I agree. Yeah.
time. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I can't.
And we kind of
Say
we
words.
chatted about it too, like that this was like, I feel like the first or like the beginning of like Taylor Swift dropping a lot of like Easter eggs and stuff. And like she just like really, really, obviously, as we know, like you cannot deny this part that she does a very good job of branding herself and like branding herself well to the masses, I guess I should say. Like everything in this movie, even though like she's not Taylor Swift in the movie, she's
Still very much like
branded
it's
as Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
She has the 13 on the back of her hand. Like the lucky number that he's given is 13. Like
it's very heavy-handed.
yeah. Like and that's how she is in I feel like everything. Like and from the very beginning like she gets that type of that's how she brands herself and whatever. I fucking actually well, it's not obviously I love Taylor Swift, so that's probably a reason. Obviously her character is fucking like peppy little high school, not a cheerleader, but a dancer. But I love their fucking characters. And like one of the most like iconic scenes from that now that like I've seen on social media and stuff is her and Taylor Lautner's like interactions with each other, specifically when they get interviewed on the like football field. And she is, yes, again, not a cheerleader, but a dancer. A 5, 6, 7, 8. And then they have to describe like things they love about each other and stuff. And like hers is like 1, that he's hot, and 2, he's an athlete. Like, and then she's like, go show him, babe, go show him. And honestly, he does a really good job at first of doing the hurdles. But you know, he gets a little distracted looking over at Tay Tay and trips over it and like does like rolling or whatever. That's actually also something about Taylor Lautner is the man was always fucking tumbling.
Yeah.
He was always tumbling. Because before when she said an athlete, he did like a round off back flip
Did like
twist.
a full-on
Yeah.
fucking like back handspring
Yeah,
or something.
and then he went to do the hurdles. But
yeah,
like
always be tumbling.
he's always stumbling. But I just think it's funny then like her like lines of like walk it off, babe, walk it off.
Shake
Just
it off.
walk it off, shake
Yeah.
it off, babe, shake it off.
Yeah.
And then she goes back into a 5, 6, 7, 8. Tune in to our TikTok to see us do that dance full out.
100%. Yeah, we will be doing it. Well, maybe Abby will do it, and I'll be every other character.
Yeah.
No, I mean, their whole storyline is cute. Like, is it necessary? Did they need to be in the movie? No. But neither did the 53 other cast members.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it was cute. I liked it. There were, like, some cute little lines and nods to each of their thing. Obviously, the 13 thing was not subtle at all.
No.
And at the time, I don't think I really noticed it because I didn't.
I
wasn't in the lore.
Yeah.
But then watching it back, I'm like, wow, she really been on this shit for like ever.
Yeah. It's always been a thing.
Yeah. And even like with Taylor Lautner too, like there was one line where when she gave him the tank top and he was like, oh, like, no, I really do love it. She was like, great, try it on right now. And he was like, I'm really uncomfortable taking my shirt off in public, which was a joke, like really timely because he was taking his shirt off in public all the time.
Yeah.
So that's one for us who were around back then.
Yeah, exactly. One thing we didn't mention in our little run through is, and that these two remind me of, is, and it also highlights how unnecessary they were in this sort of, is the fact that there is another teenage couple of Emma Roberts and some other guy, the boyfriend, and like they're way more intertwined into the like other characters, and Taylor are not at all.
I think their only connection is that they're friends with Emma Roberts and the other boy.
Yeah.
So they're really just there for goofs and gags.
Yeah. Good promo. I don't know.
Yeah.
Need more promo.
Right.
I do have a few things to say about Emma and the boyfriend.
Can I just blow your mind really quickly?
Oh God. Yeah, I'm scared.
Did you know that Emma Roberts is Julia Roberts'
No.
niece? There you go.
No.
That one's for you. You also just found out who Julia Roberts is.
That was last week. I've been knowing for a week.
That's so last week. Okay, I'm sorry. Now please continue.
No, you're good. I think it's just funny, like, their whole little plot line, her and her boyfriend, is that they're going to have sex for the first time on Valentine's Day.
At lunch.
Like, interesting choice there, time-wise. But I think it's just so fucking weird how many grown adults that Emma tells. Mm-hmm. She tells the teacher, she's like, no, actually, I can't meet with you. I'm going to have sex with my boyfriend over lunch. What? Then you also, it obviously doesn't work because the boyfriend is naked in the home as Emma's mother comes in and tells him to cover his hoo-hoo, which we never get a follow-up on that. Like, Emma never, like, interacts with her mom afterwards. Nothing.
No.
So obviously the lunch sex plan is trash. By the end of it, they kind of, discover, oh, they can wait, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But, like, Emma proceeds to tell the kid she nannies grandparents about the sex as well.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense, which that can lead us into Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Unless you have anything else to highlight with Emma and BF.
No, because I thought their storyline was boring.
Yeah.
But the only other little factoid I do want to put in there is that apparently he learned guitar just for this movie.
Oh, really?
Just for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, not even.
It's like, wow, he's so method. That's crazy. And that's all I have to say about them.
That's pretty funny. So like I said, Emma tells the grandma, I'm going to call them grandma and grandpa because I don't remember their names, tells them about her sex life or lack thereof. And the grandma and grandpa are watching the little blonde boy, Edison. I like that name. And Edison, he's just so cute.
He is a cutie.
But yeah, they're watching over him right now, and they also have Emma, who is the nanny. But when Emma is telling them about the affair, about her having sex or not having sex, it comes to light that, like, the grandpa is saying, oh, I've only had sex with like one, we've only had sex with each other, all this stuff. Again, why are you fucking talking about this with the nanny?
Well, because she said, like, how crazy would it be to, like, only have sex with one person the rest of your life? Who even does that?
Right.
So then he was like, well, we did.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Mm-hmm. Me and, wait, what's her name?
I don't know. Ethel. I don't know.
No, keep going.
You can see the look on her face, like the grandma's face, where she's like, oh, obviously she didn't, The little boy has some issues because, one, his fucking flowers don't get delivered, so he runs off. Emma goes after him. They're out of the house, and that's where Grandma and Grandpa have their, not even argument. I can't call it an argument. They said 4 words to each other. She admits to having an affair and, like...
with his business partner. While he was off doing sales in Florida.
Yeah.
Which, to be clear, okay, they weren't on a break, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
He
was just on a prolonged work visit.
Yeah.
And she was at home just, like, holding down the fort.
Yeah.
She's like, you were gone for so long, and he came over, and he was so nice. And he brought a bottle of champagne. Oh, she's like, it was my birthday. He brought me flowers.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I sent you flowers too. I remember.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, and he was just so nice to me, and it all happened so fast, Edgar.
So
You're telling me you had an affair.
Penis in me.
You had an affair. And then they just... then that's it.
That's like literally it. And then the very next, or like the next scene that they show up in is when Grandpa Edgar goes to the like film at the cemetery. And of course he gets his ticket from
Eric.
Yeah.
Wait, is that really his name?
No, Foreman.
Eric
Foreman. And those are the two that connect about like, oh, how you just have to love the full person, all this stuff, whatever. And then did we figure out Grandma's name?
Estelle.
I was pretty close with Ethel.
Okay, do you want to be Estelle or Edgar?
I want to be Estelle because...
Okay. Oh, right.
The way she walks in.
She shows up at the movie, and in the middle of everyone...
Edgar!
Estelle! Oh... Estelle!
Edgar!
Estelle!
Edgar!
Where are you? So Edgar gets up, right? And he looks for her, and he's just stepping on people. Like, that was also an unnecessary detail. He's just stomping on people's chests to try and find Estelle.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys... You're being so rude. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, if I were just a spectator, I would think, what are these 2 senile old people doing?
Honestly.
Like, in the middle of this.
Yeah. Like,
movie.
call non-emergency.
Yeah. Like, this is ridiculous. So then they finally reach each other. And they say, I love you no matter what. The good things and the bad things.
Even though you cheated on me with my business partner.
She doesn't even really apologize.
No. Yeah, it's like a 2-second conversation, and then they're in a loving embrace all over again.
So that one's always really bothered me.
Yeah, I agree.
This poor man.
Her outfit
she slays.
is slaying.
She knew. She was like, he's mad at me right now.
Yeah.
I put this shit on. I pop my pussy, and I go down to the cemetery. Game over.
He's
like putty in my hands.
Crawling fucking back to her.
And he does. Every time.
Yeah, it's too fucking easy.
Edgar, you're weak.
And Estelle, you suck, but your outfit's slayed.
Mm-hmm. Anything else on Eddie and Estelle?
No.
Not from me.
Not from me either.
All right, let's talk about our favorite storyline.
Yes!
So, Bradley Cooper and Julia Roberts, they're on a plane together.
A 14-hour plane ride.
Is it? And where are they coming from?
Undisclosed location.
Okay. Yeah.
I think. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Which is also...
Well, she's coming from...
Wherever she's
stationed, which I don't think gets announced. We never really figure out what the hell he's up to.
Yeah. He's wearing like a
rich,
suit. So
he's a businessman. Like, he has a car when he's waiting for him. Like,
imagine wearing a suit on a 14-hour flight. What's wrong with you?
Utterly insane.
Yeah. So we never find out why they're on this like where they're coming from or anything.
Yeah.
But anyways, which is also crazy because they're in like a 2-seater plane.
Oh my God.
What 2-seater plane is going 14 hours straight? That's not how it works.
Yeah.
So anyways, they're sitting next to each other. They hit it off. Lots of chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
They're having fun. You think, oh, like this could even be a little flirty.
Yeah, yeah. Like, he's got to get her number. He's got to get her number.
But you find out that like she's going home to see another man. Which is fine. I mean, you know, that's exactly what but she's only, on leave for like 24 hours
she
which
says,
is crazy.
So he's like, oh, must be a lucky guy. Like, wow.
Yeah. And he's being pretty cagey the whole time, too, because the flight attendant's really flirty with him.
Yeah.
And Julia Roberts like, oh, I got you pegged. I know what you're all about. You don't like commitment. Like, you're scared of women.
Yep.
I don't know if she says that, but that's the vibe she's giving off.
Like, you're scared of the heart-shaped stuff, all this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So they're kind of cute the whole time, whatever.
Yeah, I love them.
And then they land, and she gets her bags, and then she sees the taxi line, and it is ridiculously long. And he's like, you know what? Take my limo.
Yep.
It's already paid for. You only have 24 hours. Go see your man. And she does. And guess who the man is? It's the little boy.
It's Edison.
Oh, it's your little Edison.
I actually cried, like 2 tears.
Yeah.
2 to 3 tears.
It's really sweet.
It was so sweet. I literally wrote, I'm crying, the soldier's coming home. It is so cute because, like, she just lets, like, him believe, like, this whole time she's going home to see her man because she is her little guy.
Her little man.
I know. And I just love Edison so much. And Valentine's Day, it was just so hard for him without his mom because they would make Valentine's Day cards together. And, you know, he had a crush on the teacher. And then he gave his flowers to the teacher. And obviously, thank God she shut him down. Even though that was another thing Austin pointed out at this a lot. She was very touchy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
She was inappropriate for sure.
But then he gave it to his actual little crush in school. And he came home and he got to see his mom.
It turned out to be a really good day
and
for
Edison. So interconnected. Really, Edison was the star of the show.
I agree.
I wrote that too. Just like I said for New Year's Eve, the kids carried this one yet again.
100%. Yeah. And also Bradley Cooper came home to the love of his life.
And guess what?
It's Sean Jackson. They're gay together. I really wish they would have kissed.
Me too.
They got so close to it. And in my memory.
In his head, like hair.
Yes,
like,
in my memory, they kissed.
Yeah. I wanted them to as well.
And I was waiting for it. I was like, come on. And they didn't. And I was upset.
Yeah. It really would have sealed the deal for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a fun little twist.
Exactly. Yeah. Because, like, from both angles, both men, it came unexpectedly with the announcement and then also with him, like, you thinking he's straight with, you know, Julia Roberts.
Right.
Julia Rob Hurts.
And famously, he's gay.
Yeah.
So, did we go through everyone?
You know.
Well, I guess, okay. The only way to wrap it all back together.
Oh, yeah. That's all we need. All we have left to do, I think.
Ashton Kutcher
Yeah.
and Julia, which is Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
They both realize they actually love each other.
Of course.
And so she goes and finds him, and then they kiss each other. And there's some other, like, whatever, but, like, is it important? No. Well, but that shit really bothers me, because that same day, that morning, he proposed to another woman.
I know.
And she left him that same day. How is he okay?
He's not.
And how?
He's not. And neither is she.
No, she just found out that this man that she was completely in love with.
Yeah. Flew across the state for.
And back. Has been married for 15 years. And now they're just like, you know what? I think I actually love you, best friend. Mm-hmm. And they kiss.
Yeah. All because what? Was it like, oh my God. I was just going to say, all because what? George Lopez says fall in love with their best friend. We haven't mentioned George Lopez one fucking time. Are you kidding me?
We are the problem.
When I saw George Lopez come on the screen, I screamed. And I said, I've been missing him so much lately.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good to see him again.
So George Lopez, how the hell are you, man?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Oh,
you
my
jumping
gosh.
around still?
Right. And I can't believe we haven't announced him since
I know.
now.
I know. It's because You know what? It's not our fault.
No,
it's their fault because they gave him such a minor
Yes.
plot point. Like he meets
He's Reed's friend.
yeah,
coworker.
and he meets different characters throughout the film.
Yeah.
But they don't give him enough substance.
No.
To be like important to the story.
Yeah.
And then you just get shots of like him with his family.
Right.
Which like that's great.
And he
but
seems
that's
to
all
have
we get.
the healthiest relationship, the
Yeah.
most like
Stable.
well put together, stable Valentine's Day, and he gets nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just wanted to give a little respect, put some respect on George Lopez's name. I'm very sorry for forgetting about him. Justice for George Lopez.
And there is someone else that we forgot about.
Yeah, that's tragic of us.
That's Queen Latifah.
We're so sorry because we really do love you.
We love you, Queen Latifah. I wrote down in my
Come
notes
on our
while
show.
watching the movie like 3 times. I just said, Queen Latifah, that's my bitch.
Yeah,
Just
honestly.
because like you're so real for that. And for that I mean like you're so real for like everything you do.
Right. Yeah.
We support
We didn't
you.
mention her like character. She's the agent of Sean Jackson.
Yeah.
So she has a lot of interactions with obviously Sean Jackson, but then also
She
PR
has like one
lady.
interaction with Sean Jackson.
Yeah. She's not like a huge part, which I feel like for your Queen Latifah, you're not going to utilize her to her full potential.
Exactly. Which like same with George Lopez.
Yeah.
They weaved her in so haphazardly
Mm-hmm.
and she deserves so much better than that. So
yeah, she really does.
yeah, she really didn't have too many like notable or quotable lines, but I think we should probably put some justice on her name by
Absolutely.
going behind the scenes with because we were actually on set with Queen Latifah for another production.
Yeah.
So why don't we go behind the scenes? That production was Queen Latifah's The
Equalizer.
Equalizer. Ever heard of it?
No.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
And
I hadn't heard of it until I was on the set of the movie, the TV show. The TV show, excuse me.
yeah, so our experience on set, we found ourselves in Soho. Ever heard of it one day?
A little New York neighborhood.
Little borough.
No. Just a neighborhood of a borough.
Well,
You don't know Soho like we know Soho, okay?
yeah, agree to disagree on some of those things.
Soho is the 6th borough. You've heard it here first.
So we were walking through Soho and we just stumbled across some trailers. We were like, oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah. Let's work our way into this.
We saw some clickety clackities.
Mark.
What are those called?
Markers?
Hey, Austin. What are these called?
Stand by.
Markers.
Markers. So we saw some of those and we were like, wait, is this for us?
A clapboard.
A clapboard.
Oh, yeah, right. Not a clapboard.
And we saw signs of like
like
the Equalizer
yeah,
film.
Equalizer,
ing,
dressing room,
dressing room,
makeup.
Queen Latifah's dressing room.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh my God, like, I wonder if we hang out here long enough, like, will we see her?
Yeah. And like they're clearly gonna pull us in as extras when they see us.
Right. So did we walk back and forth on the street a few times?
Yes.
Yeah, like watch season 1, episode 3 of The Equalizer. You might see us.
Because we were just walking back and forth.
People keep asking us, is Queen Latifah nice? Like, what's she like? Does she call you on your birthday?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, like, look, when you're friends with a celebrity,
It's just
it's just different. And,
Yeah.
like, we can't tell you about it because we don't want to betray Queenie's trust.
yeah. I was gonna like, and we call her Latifah. For those who know her, we know the meaning of her name, Laurel.
We do know the meaning of her name. We're not going to tell you guys.
No, because it's a friendship only thing.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I will defend Queen Latifah until my lungs give out and my heart stops beating.
Yeah.
If anyone comes at her, they come through me.
See, does she have a lot of haters even? I don't know. Like, I think.
This house.
Max.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like,
Look, I
what?
got into a pretty heated fight with my boyfriend about Queen Latifah because he doesn't think that she's equipped to be the Equalizer. His name is Max.
Find him. His address? I know his address, let me tell you.
No.
That's too much.
Yeah, it's a little much. We're going to bleep out most of that.
Yeah, especially because like the fans are literally becoming crazy,
Yeah.
which is how we relate so much to Queen Latifah. Obviously, when we first met her, we were not as famous as we are now.
Exactly. But now we get it. So, like, we
yeah.
can relate to her on a level that a lot of people can't.
No.
And she's a legend in the biz.
Yeah.
And she's helped us a lot.
No, she gives us so much guidance.
Yeah, a lot of advice. She's just like, block out the haters.
Yeah.
Do what you do. Make your art. And the fans will come.
Exactly.
And the money will come.
Yes.
If you build it, they will come.
They will come. That's what the quote, that was the line I was looking for.
That was something that Queen Latifah has told us. So-
famously, a Queen Latifah quote.
So Queen Latifah, if you want to come on the pod, we'll be happy to have you.
I know. I'll call you right after this on your cell phone, cellular device.
Yeah. We could watch one of your movies.
Yes.
I love Barbershop. That one's fun.
Oh, I have seen that.
That one's a fun romp.
Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah, just thank you for being a mentor to us.
Yeah.
Really our number one mentor.
Really our biggest inspiration, I think.
Yeah.
Is she in Dreamgirls?
I don't know.
I think she is.
We both just...
The biggest Queen Latifah fans don't know what movie she's in.
Listen,
I know she's in Hairspray.
here's the thing. Like,
Hairspray, maybe that's the one.
here's the
I
thing.
think that's what you're thinking of.
Like, you're trying to test us on Queen Latifah movies.
The Last Holiday, of course. That's like one of my favorite fucking
Oh.
movies.
Yeah, see, like, Austin, you're trying to, like, quiz us on, like, Queen Latifah stuff. And the thing about it is, like, maybe I don't know all of her movies, but, like, I know her as a human.
And that's
And as
much
a
more
mentor.
important. We know a lot of her work and we respect her work, but
Yeah.
like we're not only
here
fans
for that only.
Yeah,
Like,
we're her friend first.
Yeah.
Fans second.
exactly.
Cheerleaders third. No, well, cheerleaders during all of them.
Yes.
So the Equalizer has been
We're
going
in
on
it.
since 2021. You guys might want to watch it. She's pretty badass. She like rolls on car hoods and stuff.
Yeah, it's, like, crazy. I mean, and we're there in the background somewhere.
Yeah. Just watch out for us.
Yeah, it was a great time on set with her. So, I don't know. Is there anything else for this here Valentine's Day? We hope you have a good Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. You know what would be really amazing this Valentine's Day?
What?
If you guys gave us some love. A bit niche love. We could really use some views, some likes.
View us.
Share
Listen to us.
Share our stuff. Because that's what it's all about.
So true.
Sharing the love.
So true.
Tell your friends about us.
Thank you.
Although I do want to thank our fans who have been listening to us and have been
Yes.
giving us a lot of love out there.
And we will continue to give fans shout outs for those who have given us love. So,
Sounded so threatening. No, but we
yeah,
really...
I'm not above threatening these people.
I know you're not. I think that's part of the
Do
problem.
you want a shout out on our podcast or not? Well,
Yeah.
we did select a Valentine, a special Valentine in our heart that we're
did.
going to give a shout out to
Yes.
today.
Our a bit niche Valentine is Jeff. I don't know your last name. Jeff, you're our bit niche Valentine this year.
You're welcome.
Thank you for listening to the pod. Keep listening. Tell your friends. Maybe even one day you could be a guest.
Maybe.
Maybe. If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Submit an application.
Yeah, the line is long. But yeah, we do appreciate you for listening. As Laurel said, show us some love. Everybody out there, leave us a review. Hit that notification bell. I have notifications from my own podcast, so you certainly need them.
You
Please
know
and
what?
thank you.
On that note, too,
Yeah.
I know you said you're not above threatening people. And
I'm not.
You know what? Me neither.
Oh,
One
good.
thing I want to say on the notification point, Tyrese, you know who you are.
Name drop.
When I told you to listen to our podcast, because you keep asking me how it's going, and I was like, why don't you listen and find out? He said, drop me a line next time you drop one. I said, you know what? No, turn on the notifications.
Exactly.
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell.
Tyrese, I'll be looking for you.
And here's the thing, she knows how to find you.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and I know where you work too.
That's right. But anyways, thank you for listening, everybody.
Yeah. Valentine's Day is really all about love, and that's what we're here to do.
And we
at A
love
Bit
you.
Niche. Yeah, we love all of you so much, and we're only ever kind. We're only ever kind. And that's it for this episode of A Bit Niche. Thanks for listening. Love you.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
It's a bit niche.
And now, a preview of next episode.
A little something extra for you. Our next episode is going to be groundbreaking. Can you guess what it's going to be about?
Oh, I could have gone longer.
Tune in to find out.
A teaser for our next episode.
Yeah. And then, do a little sound. Do a little sound.
And now a teaser for our next episode.
Yeah,
Hour.
sure.
Yeah.
It's all of ours.
It's up to you.
And now a teaser for our next episode.
Amazing.
I don't know.
Now do bridge.
do British. Do British.
Now do it mean.
Yeah, do a little meaner.
Listen up. We've got a teaser for our next episode.
Meaner.
Hey, pussies. Listen up and listen good. We got a little teaser for our next episode.
Okay, now do Irish. Say suck a potato.
Suck potatoes.
Yeah, get it right.
You can't laugh through it.
I can't either.
No.
Oh, and here comes a teaser for our next episode.
That's good.
That was really good.